18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brought down at the 20.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Chiefs 7, Seahawks nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Matthew on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey. I got one. Shoot. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Here's Hardman to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10.
29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Shaquille Griffin.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Steps away. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Carry now. This is Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take the ball, comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
At the 34-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, alert. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, alert 3. Check. Crunch.
This is Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Hey, 0. Check call. Check. 53 to Mike. Hey.
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 24-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Carson.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears. Right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Ray Washington.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Mahomes again. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 30-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Switch. Joker.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
53, Mike. Watch the run.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
53, Mike 53.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Third and long. It's Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Fourth down.
I got it. 53 to Mike. Go, go, go. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert, 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 alert. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot, hot. SOS, SOS, SOS. 40, 40, 40. SOS. Good job right there. Good job right there. Dragon 60.
So that'll back him up 5. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Mahomes to throw. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Airing it out for Olsen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That's good.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
At the 24-yard
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They run for it with Carson, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. That's right. 4 down.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Good. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 44.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes on the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Darrell Williams. 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bang out, bam, bam. 53, check 53. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson.
Every now and then, you have some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. First left. 53's the play. Easy. Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Pass intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not.
It got his man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.